That's not just resilience. It's actively taking back control. Agency.
And it's that hard-won agency, that control, that he then has to defend against
Okay.
judgment from outside.
Right.
He talks about being sick of cunts, always acting like they know this kid. The language is strong.
It is.
And his stance is just defiant. I've been through some shit, but you can judge me, lad. I ain't living in the closet like your mom and dad. It feels like a direct challenge, almost, to anyone judging from a comfortable place.
Yeah.
But I wonder, how effective is that kind of really direct defense? Does it risk pushing some people away, even though it's authentic?
That's a really important question. I think his refusal to live in the closet, as he puts it, is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's a declaration of authenticity, a refusal to be shamed or silenced by people who haven't lived it.
Okay.
And while the language is strong, yeah, it kind of mirrors the harshness of his reality. It serves as a direct confrontation to that judgment.
So it resonates with people who get it.
Exactly. For his target audience, for those who do understand that lived experience, it builds this deep sense of solidarity, trust.
Right.
It signals he's not cleaning up his story for, mass appeal.
Yeah.
He's standing in his experiences, however uncomfortable that might make others. It's about the strength in owning your truth.
And creating space for others, too.
Precisely.
He goes on to detail the harshness, the contempt he felt. Bunch of rats always got to try and bring you down. I lived with rats. I slept on a cold ground.
Visceral stuff, not metaphors.
No, it paints this picture of really dire circumstances. Physical, emotional. But then that triumphant shift comes, that turning the tables. But who's laughing now I'm making music because moving people with my lyrics that are in a slum?
Ah, that line. Vindication.
Total vindication.
It really is. And what's particularly striking is how he directly transforms that adversity, that immense hardship.
Sleeping on the ground, living with rats.
Yeah, literally connects that suffering directly to his current purpose. Moving people with my lyrics.
Yep.
So it's not just about his own triumph. It's about turning his pain into inspiration, into solidarity for others still maybe facing similar struggles in a slum. It shows how this kind of autobiographical art, born from such tough places, can be profoundly redemptive. A response to oppression, poverty, building connection where there was only isolation.
He's not just sharing, he's lifting others up.
Exactly, lifting others.
And digging a bit deeper into that internal struggle. Mearsy reveals there was just no emotional outlet back then.
Yeah.
As a kid, I could never go see a doc.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit and tell him anything about my problems.
Yeah.
So I just hold it in and let it bottle up.
Wow. That paints such a picture of isolation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No safe space, no one to talk to, just alone with it all.
Completely.
And what resonates there is just the clear lack of accessible emotional support, that void. It led to that dangerous bottling up of intense feelings.
Yeah.
And he describes the inevitable result, right? These powerful, almost violent emotional outbursts. Big explosion in my brain. I want to kill a cunt. I get a little crazy, but who doesn't, bro?
It's incredibly honest. Stark.
It is. It's a stark depiction of the psychological toll when trauma and pain just aren't addressed. It highlights that very real human need for outlets, for understanding. It's like the brain desperately searching for release under extreme pressure.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, because he finds his own outlet.
Yes.
After all that bottling up, he describes writing raps as this absolutely vital coping mechanism, a source of connection even. Love. He says, every day I'm writing raps just to feel some love. How significant is that shift? Finding connection through creating something, especially given the isolation, the lack of traditional support he described.
Oh, it's absolutely central. It's the crux of his transformation.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it just profoundly illustrates the therapeutic power of creative expression. Channeling those intense, bottled up emotions, the anger, the pain, the desperation into art, it gives him not just catharsis, but a vital sense of control.
Agency. Taking charge of the narrative.
Exactly. It lets Mearsy reframe his experiences, craft meaning from the chaos, find a voice that wasn't available before.
Yeah.
This creative act, it becomes a form of self-therapy, a way to heal, especially when, like you said, the traditional help wasn't there or wasn't accessible. And this whole therapeutic journey, it culminates in that really poignant dedication. Rest in peace to my brother, Nicky B. I hope you're looking down and you're proud of me.
So powerful.
It's the ultimate expression, isn't it? Love, remembrance, transforming that immense personal loss and trauma into a meaningful legacy through his art, finding purpose not just for himself, but also to honor his brother.
What an incredible journey we've traced through these lyrics. Just incredible. From that initial bright, innocent hope of youth, through these profound struggles, the system, deep personal pain, facing judgment, and then finally redemption. Finding this powerful purpose through his music.
Yeah.
His story is just an extraordinary testament to resilience, to the sheer power of telling your own story, how it can resonate so deeply.
So what does this all mean for us listening? I think it underscores these universal themes. Resilience, obviously.
Big time.
The relentless search for identity, and the profound, truly transformative impact of channeling personal pain into art. Art that connects, that moves people. Mearsy's experience shows us how even the darkest, most isolating times can be transformed, turned into something meaningful, something shared, creating understanding, empathy, where maybe before there was just despair.
Yeah.
It highlights that creating, the act itself, can be this radical act of self-preservation and maybe even community building.
Mearsy's journey shows us how a beat, his lyrics, became his way out of the traps life set for him. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What are the traps in our own lives? Big or small, things holding us back perhaps?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And maybe more importantly, what creative beats, what powerful outlets might we discover in ourselves to navigate them, make sense of things, and ultimately maybe share our own unique stories with the world?